Have you ever had thoughts like these? When you were little, if your family came home just a little late, you would start feeling restless. Your mind would race. What if they got into a car accident? What if someone hurt them? Or when you stand somewhere high and look down, a thought suddenly appears. What would happen if I jumped? Or every time you wash your hair or your face, the moment you close your eyes, you feel like someone is standing behind you. Even with soap in your eyes, you still turn around to check. Nothing is actually wrong. Everything looks calm on the outside, but inside your mind, you have already rehearsed a whole tragedy. This is not because something is wrong with you. You are simply trapped in a psychological pattern called obsessive thinking. At its core, obsessive thinking is an addiction to worry, an addiction to thinking. It means going over the same thing again and again until you feel like you must finally think it through. For example, you send someone a message, and even after it is already sent, you keep thinking, did I say that the right way? What will they think when they read it? Did that sound strange? Obsessive thinking is the mind trying to confirm reality again and again in order to create a sense of absolute safety inside, and it never appears out of nowhere. It is usually a habit built over a long time, through too much worry, too much overthinking, and too much mental tension. Little by little, your brain gets trained to stay more and more alert. Then even the smallest thing can trigger your anxiety. And once it starts, you fall into it. You analyze it again. You replay it again. You try to solve it again, and you cannot stop. To put it simply, you have forgotten how to live in an easy, relaxed way. A person is often most relaxed when they are not thinking about everything. But your brain has already formed an obsessive thinking pattern. So every day, it feels like you must predict things in advance. Analyze them, prepare for them, and find solutions early. You rely on this process to feel safe, and the moment you do nothing, you become anxious instead. You feel uneasy, you feel unsafe. You start feeling like something is wrong, like there is still a problem waiting to be solved. That is why many people, even after the symptoms fade, end up pulling obsessive thinking right back into their lives. It is not that you cannot live without it. It is that you cannot let go of the false sense of control that thinking gives you. So how do we actually get rid of obsessive thinking? First, stop chasing certainty. Certainty is a bottomless pit. The rule of obsessive thinking is this: the more desperately you want certainty, the less certain you will feel. Because when your emotions take over, you cannot make calm, rational judgments. Even things that were already clear begin to feel unclear. Then your standard changes. You are no longer asking, is this actually certain? You are asking, do I feel certain yet? And as long as the feeling of certainty does not arrive, you keep checking, keep thinking, keep trying. That is why someone can check the door over and over again, know it is locked, and still feel the need to check one more time. Second, do not respond to every thought. For example, your mind says, they are not home yet. Did something happen on the way? Do not respond to that thought. Or your mind says, are people talking behind my back? Are they saying bad things about me? Do not respond. If you stop feeding the thought, it will not grow, and sometimes it will slowly fade away. And finally, be kinder to yourself. Be more patient with yourself if you are too harsh on yourself. Even when it comes to healing obsessive thinking, do not force yourself to fix it overnight. Give yourself some time, stay with yourself. Grow slowly, love yourself a little more. The whole world may tell you that you are not good enough, but you must believe this: you are already enough, and you are still worthy of love.